Those who seek me early, with the words of the Proverbs, chapter 8, talks about being earnest in our seeking in our relationship with God. And I spoke earlier in this week the difference between the relationship and the religion. And having spent a good amount of time back here a few years ago, just preaching through the book of Mark to my congregation. What a powerful experience it was, and I shared many of these things on the radio. And how that Jesus, he saw through the hierarchy of the church, and he held them not in high regard. And he constantly had them coming to his meetings, being around his teachings, constantly trying to disrupt. And finally, they convened a council after Jesus called Lazarus out of the grave. These same people of the religious hierarchy, they convened a council. Said, well, we got to do something about this man Jesus. He's just got too much control of the people. People are loving him. They're coming to him. They're hearing his teachings. Their lives are being changed. We got to do something. And they determined they had to kill him. That's what. And you read it. You can read it in the Gospel of Mark. That we got to kill him. And that's what they did. That's what they did. So when Jesus, in much of his teachings, you hear him calling out these people, this hierarchy of the church. And as you think back to the time that when he was a boy, 12 years of age, his parents take him to Jerusalem. And they're there, and he disappears for 3 days. They don't know where he is. And he's in the temple. And he's debating them. He's teaching them. He's asking questions, and they're asking him questions. And everybody is astounded by the wisdom and knowledge of this 12-year-old boy. But he sees what's going on there. And he sees how that the people are having to come and to buy the sacrifices of the pigeons and the doves and all these things. And they're coming with Roman money, but they can't use Roman money. They have to use the money of the Hebrews. And in the exchange, they were being cheated. And so when Jesus went into the temple after he made his triumphant entry into the city of Jerusalem, we call that Palm Sunday, he goes to the temple and he takes that little whip and he runs them out of there and he says, you people have turned this into a house of thieves. This is supposed to be a house of prayer. In other words, he took on the religiosity and he preached to the people about the relationship. He preached to them about the love of God, about mercy and grace, and who we are as we are entwined with the work of redemption that Jesus Christ did for us on Calvary's cross. You see, it's about the relationship. Those who seek me early, the scripture says, earnestly, sincerely, diligently. So you will find God. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.